Hi y'all, it's Charlene from the Crafty Art Shack, and today we're going to be making pages that we can put in our junk journals that are already made up so that we can make these junk journals really fast, because guess what's coming up? Christmas. And yes, I know it's only July, but Christmas is right around the corner. We all know how that will sneak up on us. So let's get this show started, because you know we gotta get busy, because it'll be here before you know it. Let's get this show started.
Okay, we're here at the craft desk, and what we're going to be making today is we've got some book pages, and we've gotten out a 8.5 by 11 piece of paper, which is going to be a page in our journal. And what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to make up a
I got ink on my finger already and I haven't even started. We're going to
mass produce a page for our journal, and we're going to have it already set up for our journals, kind of like this page is right here with these tags, where this one, and this is with our journaling card, and then on the other side it's already set up as well. So all we have to do is just add this to our signature. So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to make up some pockets to put on this page and have it ready to go. And I'm going to show you how to do that, and we're going to get started.
And if you already know how to do this, just come along and enjoy it. Enjoy the fun of doing this. We're going to take one page and we're going to kind of look at our page and see how much of it we want to use. And I picked out 3 different color pages to use because I wanted a good contrast, and I kind of wanted to fill up the page that I'm going to put it on. And I just picked a piece of cardstock that was in my junk box, and so I'm going to go ahead and start folding this. I'm going to fold up from the bottom. I'm going to fold, I kind of like this top because of the caramel edge. So if you wanted to keep this caramel edge, what you would do is you would add something to the back of this to sturdy up this top edge of this page, and then you fold it in your sides. And then you fold in this side. However wide you want your pocket, that's what you're going to fold it into. And then you would fold your top down if you wanted that to be folded down. We're going to go ahead and fold it down this time so that I can show you how to make it if you don't have that caramel edge. Okay, and then what you're going to do is you're going to come in here and you're going to cut your corners away. You want to make sure you get that corner all the way where that point is. You want to hit that point and then kind of go out. Just like that, kind of do a little angle. And this is mainly the reason why I'm showing this and going through all the details is not for those who know how to do all this, but this is for those that are new to junk journaling and those that are have questions about how to do this. Okay, so then you want to just turn those pieces over. And I don't have a bone folder, but what I do is I have this spatula that I got from the Dollar Tree. And I'm just going to make sure all my edges are creased down. And this is my top edge. And I'm going to make sure that's creased down. And then if I want any inking on the edges, I would do it now. And I want that top edge over this. Okay. Now, I'm going to go ahead and ink my edges. I'm going to use the Distressed Oxide Vintage Photo. And I'm going to just go around, ink my edges. You could even lay it down on your paper here and ink your edges. And I do this because, you know, I just think it gives character to all my papers. A lot of my papers come out of my scrapbook, my scrap box anyway, and I use them, and it just adds color to the page as I'm going along anyway. Okay, now, this was my top, and you want to make sure you keep your top in the right direction. And what you're going to do is you're going to apply glue all the way around the edges here. So we're going to use our art glitter glue, and we're going to make sure that we get, well, if it comes out, hold on. Seems like it's always one thing or another that's going on. Let me see if I can get it to come out now. There it goes. You want to make sure you get your edges glued down all the way to the edge. And all the way down that edge. You don't want anything flopping around. Okay, then you're going to want to turn it over, and you don't want to glue on that top edge, and then wherever you decided you wanted to put that pocket, You want to leave a little bit of room over here away from your center, because this is going to be your going to be in your fold of your. This is going to be the center of your book, your journal. And then I just take and make sure that this is glued down good and all that glue is pressed in. And if there's any places that I missed that I didn't get enough glue, I'll go back in and put that in. But that looks good right there. Then the next thing I'm going to do is take my next color paper, and I'm going to decide where I want this one to sit. And then what I'm going to do is follow the same process I did for that one. I'm going to fold in on the sides, then fold up from the bottom, and then fold down from the top. And if there's something special that you want left on there, make sure that you're leaving it on the pocket so that it shows. And then I'm going to clip that corner again. Am I staying in frame for y'all? Sometimes I get busy talking and I don't stay in the frame of the camera, and I have to work my way back over there so that y'all don't miss. I know sometimes when I'm watching craft videos, I'm like, oh, get back in the frame, and I find myself leaning over to get into the frame with them. Okay, we're gonna make it sure everything's where we want it again, and then we're gonna flip it over, take our spatula and smooth out all of our edges. And then if we want to ink it, we're going to start inking. And I'll do it even across that pocket. I don't care. I mean, this junk journaling is all about enjoying the art. It's not about being perfect. If you're going for a specific look, then yeah, you might not want to do that. But for me, I know the look that I like, and I kind of like the grungy look. And most of this is going to end up under my pocket anyway, and if it colors this one and gives it a little bit more color, okay. Okay, so this is the top of my page again, and there's my words, and I want this one kind of sitting over that one. So I'm going to make sure I put glue on my edges again. Glue all of my page pieces down, or my pocket pieces down. And make sure I get up here. And then I'm going to flip it over, and I'm going to lay it down. And this time I can go all the way over to the edge here, pretty much. And then I'm going to take my spatula here and smooth everything out and make sure I've got it right where I want it. And then I'm going to take my last page, and this one I'm going to kind of sit right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold. You know, some people start on the side, some people start down at the bottom, some people do the side, then they do a bottom. If you're folding up and you've got papers that are pages that are specialty book pages and you don't want to use up so much of that page, like I've got a whole lot of paper down here, you can just cut that edge off and save it and throw that in your scrap box, and then just clip your corners. I try when I'm making my pockets to have all my lettering, my words on my book pages facing upwards. That's just a personal preference of mine. Now I'm going to fold all my sides in, tops and bottoms in. And I'm going to check. I'm not too square on that one, so let me try folding that again. We don't always get everything perfect here at the Crafty Art Shack, but we strive to make it look good. Alrighty, there we go. That looks better. Okay, now we're going to ink that. Still using the vintage photo to put around the edges. And then we're going to take and glue all of our edges down. Alright. Take and run all the glue all the way around. And then flip our pocket over. And put it down. And then I'm going to take and press it with my spatula. And then just checking to make sure all my pockets are open before it gets too good and dry, because I want to be able to stick tags in there. Okay, now I've gotten a few stamps out, and I've got my black ink. Let me close up my glue before it dries up. You'll know how hard it is to get this little pin in this thing. And put that up. I got my black ink. This is Hampton Art pigment ink. This is just cheap Walmart ink. And I'm going to take and ink up my stamp. I got a key here. And I'm going to take and put a key. Let's see, where I want to put key. I'm going to put the key on this one. And I'm going to stamp it down on there. And then I'm going to take I got a dress form that I made out of an eraser. And if you haven't seen the video where we make our own eraser stamps, somewhere here on this page you'll see that pop up. Go watch that video. We take and make our own stamps out of erasers. And I'm going to take and stamp this one right on this pocket. And I'm going to press it down, give it a good press, and put it there. I think they make really good stamps considering the fact that it was made out of a Dollar Tree eraser and it cost me $1. Okay, and I have this stamp that I have a word on it. It says create. And a lot of times, I mean, I could press my stamp onto the stamp, but I just like take the ink pad and press it to my stamp. And this one I'm going to put, it says create, and I'm going to press it down right here across this pocket. And then I've got my, hang on, I'm right here, haven't gone anywhere. I got my little tags that will go into my pockets, just like this. And I'll decorate those and put them in here. And that'll be one page ready to go in my junk journal. And this is the way you create mass pages. I'll do probably 4 of these in a journal, 4 pages that'll have pockets on them like this. And then I have these other 3 pages that I could go ahead and decorate up and add to the journal. And see, I already got ink on that, but that's okay. Okay, we're here and we're gonna finish out the rest of the side of this page for our journal by adding a couple of stamps to complete the rest of this page. We're gonna add, let's see, we have sewing on there, so let's see what we have here. We have this little sewing stamp, so let's take and ink up the stamp. We'll ink up that stamp and we will put it across the top of this page right here. And then let's see what we have. See if we can't finish this off down here. Okay, if you have a place that you want to stamp something and you don't want it to get on something else, just lay a piece of paper over it and you still have the rest of what's on your stamp, and you just, the ink, and you just take and press down and then lift up, and voila, it's on your page down here. And can you see that? It's down here and it didn't get on this part because you took and laid that piece of paper over it right there. So see how you did that? And that's an easy way to avoid getting stamps on something you don't want it on. So let's try it over here, but we don't want it to continue on this side of the page over here. So watch what we do. We'll lay this down, we'll look in our junk box, we'll lay another piece of book page there, and we're going to take and put another part of our stamp right there and make it continue across the page like it's just supposed to be there. See that? And it didn't go on this other side of this page either. So that's how you continue your stamping across the page. And let's see what else. Is there anything else we want to add to this page? I think that's enough. The next thing we'll add to this page will be our little tags for the pockets, but we won't do that in this video. I just want to go ahead and complete this side of this page. And we hope you'll join us for another episode of the Crafty Art Shack when we continue crafting and making our junk journals. Thanks for joining us. Have a great day, and we'll see you later. Bye! Hi y'all, it's Charlene from the Crafty Art Shack, and we're back here today at the craft desk, and we're going to be making Yeah, we're making something. What are we making today? I don't know. Don't you just love it when you start out the video and you don't know what you're gonna make? Oh, I bet you my grandkids are getting a laugh out of this one. What are we making? Let's see. Let's just start the show and we'll find out. Let's get started.